A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to A+ English. I'm Pat.
I'm Chickling.
So we're with Tom and Meredith at the flea market. They were looking at lots of interesting old treasures. Meredith wanted to choose one. But what about us? What would we get there? That's our warm-up question. What kind of old treasure would you like to buy, and why do you like it?
Well, I think I would like to get a rotary phone.
Okay, one of these are the ones you have to dial. It goes round and back, round and back.
It's really beautiful. I just want to put it in my house and I don't want to use it, but I can simply put it there for decoration. I think it looks so good.
Yeah, you can find a lot of them around because most of them weren't thrown away. What old thing would I like? I haven't got room for much stuff. I would kind of like an old video game machine. The kind I had when I was a kid like 30 odd years ago. I would love to be able to get one of those old machines and play some of those old childhood games every now and again just for a bit of fun. What I don't want is one of those TVs where you have to go up and press the buttons to change the channel. I had one of those when I was younger.
Okay.
So annoying. The remote control is a great invention.
Oh, okay. I actually have no idea what it looks like. But
It's just a big fat box. It's not flat. It's a box.
Okay, you're talking about TV, but what about the video player?
Oh, they just look like think of like a PS4, but think a very old box version with a game that you have to like put in the top instead of like a CD or something like that. So yeah, if anybody wants to look up the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, that's what I'm talking about. But what about Tom and Meredith? What are they going to see today? What will Meredith choose? Let's read through day 2 of the article and find out.
Welcome to Picture Dictionary.
Flea market. Vacuum tube radio. Boombox. Vinyl record. Gramophone. Wind-up music box. Cassette tape. Instant camera. VHS player. Videotape. Rotary phone. Typewriter. Antique. Grandfather clock. Finding wonderful old items at a flea market. Warm-up question. What kind of old treasure would you like to buy? Why do you like it?
Tom and Meredith see a shop at the end of the line of shops.
Hey, this is an antique shop. There's even more stuff in here.
There's a really tall grandfather clock. There are also wind-up music boxes.
The furniture in here is at least 100 years old. Do you see these black and white photos?
Those are beautiful. I also found these old appliances. There's a coffee pot, a clothes iron, and a popcorn machine.
I think I just found my favorite thing. Look at this beautiful typewriter.
It's perfect for you. You love to write stories.
I'm buying this right now.
Word power. Line. Line. We saw a line of trees at the front of the garden. We saw a line of trees at the front of the garden. Tall. Tall. This house is so tall. It must have 8 floors. This house is so tall. It must have 8 floors. Furniture. Furniture. The only furniture in Ben's house is his bed, a table, and a chair. The only furniture in Ben's house is his bed, a table, and a chair. Story. Story. Gia tells her son wonderful stories about dragons and kings. Gia tells her son wonderful stories about dragons and kings.
认识字汇
Stuff. Stuff. Appliance. Appliance.
So today we start off by seeing Tom and Meredith see a shop at the end of the line of shops. So there's not just one shop, there's a whole line of them, and they're going to the end.
那我们来看一下 line 这个单字。Line 就是人或物的排行啊，或者是排列。那这边是当名词，它有很多意思。那有时候我们会说 drop me a line， 代表你可以传短讯给我。那像其实大家很爱用那个 line 通讯软体，它就是 line， 可是不要搞错，它其实有很多意思。那排队很长，我们也可以说 there was a long line at the bakery， 也可以当排队的队伍。那么也可以当台词的意思哦，比如说Jacob was so nervous that he forgot his lines during the play. Jacob 太紧张了，然后演出就忘记他的台词了。那最简单就是直接当线的意思，譬如说 She drew 2 lines on the paper， 也是 OK 的哦。那我们看一下今天的课文例句。We saw a line of trees at the front of the garden. 我们看见花园前面呢有一排树。所以文章意思就是 Tom 跟 Meredith 他们在商店列的尽头看到一间店。
Yeah, a line could be anything. A line of people, a line of books on a shelf, a line of cars on a street, just one either behind or next to the other. So Meredith starts talking by saying, hey, this is an antique shop. There's even more stuff in here.
所以 stuff 就是物品跟东西的意思。那 Meredith 就说了，嘿，这是间古董店诶，这里面有更多的东西哦。
Now, stuff kind of means anything, but do remember, stuff is an uncountable noun. I see this mistake a lot in English speakers and learners and writing in Taiwan. Don't say stuffs. It's not countable. You can say things, but not stuffs, okay? Not as a noun in this case. Anyway, let's move on. Tom and Meredith go into the shop, and Tom says, there's a really tall grandfather clock. There are also wind-up music boxes.
那我们看一下 tall 这个单词 tall 就是很高的意思，或者是身材高挑的。那形容身高有多高，我们可以说 he is 6 feet tall， 或者是 he is 180 centimeters tall 也是可以的。那我们顺便讲一下比较级跟最高级的用法。tall 的话呢，它的比较级是 taller， 那么最高级就是 tallest。So let's make 2 sentences with them. My dad is a lot taller than my uncle. Or Russ is the tallest student in our class. 那么如果是它的反词呢，矮的就是 short。那课文例句是 This house is so tall. It must have 8 floors. 这栋房子好高啊，它一定有8层楼吧。所以那边呢有个很高的老爷钟哦，还有一些发条音乐盒。
Yeah, tall can be used for things and buildings and trees and people, but not us. Neither of us are tall, sadly. Okay, so they go in and they see stuff, including this old clock and the boxes you wind up that play music. And Meredith also says, the furniture in here is at least 100 years old.
哇哦，那我们看一下 furniture 这个单字。Furniture 就是家具的意思，那大家再记一下，它是不可数名词，所以一个家具或一件家具，我们可以用 a piece of furniture or an item of furniture。那我们再讲一个相关字，就是 furnish。那这边当动词哦 ，furnish 就是给什么东西配置家具。譬如说 ，She's looking for a fully furnished apartment。她在找有全副家具的公寓。那课文例句就是 The only furniture in Ben's house is his bed, a table, and a chair. Ben 的房子里家具只有他的床铺、一张桌子和一张椅子。
So, furniture is the things in our homes that we mostly either use, sit on, sleep on. It's the bigger stuff. It includes chairs, tables, beds, cupboards, anything like that. And we saw that the furniture in the antique shop is at least 100 years old.
Yeah, 所以 at least 就是至少，那这个家具都起码有100年了耶 and that's really old.
Yeah, because it could be older. At least is talking about like the minimum or the lowest number. So it could be 100, could be 200, could be older.
Yeah.
We know it's very old. And those aren't the only old things in this store. Meredith looks around and says, "Do you see these black and white photos?"
对，今天的 Magic Box 我们来看一下复合形容词的用法。
Magic Box
Hello， 大家好，我是 Peggy， 今天又来跟大家介绍复合形容词啦。大家应该都知道，英文里面呢，形容词是用来形容名词的，比如说 a beautiful flower， 一朵美丽的花 ，a small house， 一间小小的房子。但有的时候我们要用的形容词比较复杂，就会用到复合形容词。复合形容词的格式，它的组成方法其实有非常多种。最重要的特点其实就是中间通常会有一个连字符 hyphen 把一个以上的字连在一起，而且一定是放在名词的前面使用。比如说我们今天要说一张黑白照片，就可以说 a black and white photo。但是我们假如把black and white 放在 photo 后面的时候，就要把连字符拿掉，这时候它就不是复合形容词，就纯粹的形容 photo 的一段话而已，写成 That photo is black and white。除了课文讲到的 black and white 以外呢，常见的复合形容词其实还有很多。例如说这个句子 ，That 3-year-old boy looks quite tall for his age。那个3岁的小男孩以他的年纪来说，看起来蛮高的。那我们都知道要讲几岁是多少 years old。所以要讲小男孩3岁，我们就可以把 3 years old 串起来啊。这时候记得哈，要把 year 后面的复数拿掉，就会变成 3-year-old 3岁的。另外还有一些常见的复合形容词，还有 name brand 名牌的 ，world famous 世界知名的，还有 second hand 二手的。那有二手的，当然就有一手的，像是什么一手消息呀之类的。造字的逻辑呢，就跟刚刚的3岁小男孩一样咯，只要把 second hand 的 second 改成 first， 那就是 first hand 一手的。最后再分享一个生活中非常常见的复合形容词，就是没有什么什么东西的，比如说无糖的啦、免税的啦。这时候呢，只要把那个你想要去掉的那个名词后面加上一个 free， 再用连字符连起来，就变成了比如说 sugar free 无糖的。tax free 免税的，还有最近非常红的饮食潮流无麸质，就是 gluten free。造个句子吧。Jocelyn says her sugar-free diet is the secret to staying fit. Jocelyn 呢说她无糖的饮食是保持身材的秘诀。那今天介绍的这些复合形容词，下次啊大家在看到那些字中间有杠杠啊，就不要再害怕咯，赶快跟这些好用的字做朋友吧。
So black and white photos are pretty old. They were done before cameras could do color.
Yeah.
We could also talk about black and white movies, those old movies from like the 40s and 30s and so on. We can also use other colors in this way and hyphenate them to use them as longer adjectives. For example, a soccer team might play in red and white stripes or something like that. Or someone could be wearing a blue and green dress, something like that. So they see these old photos and Tom looks at them. He says, "Those are beautiful." He then adds, "I also found these old appliances."
所以 Meredith 就问了 Tom， 你有没有看到那些黑白的照片啊？ Tom 就说超级漂亮的，我还有看到一些很旧的家用电器。And what does he see there?
Well, these are the appliances. There's a coffee pot, a clothes iron, and a popcorn machine. And these would be older ones. They wouldn't be the modern ones we go and buy now. They'd be old style, where the iron was just a flat piece of metal with not much else. The popcorn machine maybe in like the cart that you used to see on the streets. Those kinds of things.
Cool. 所以他们就说有看到咖啡壶嘛、熨斗跟爆米花机。And this is all interesting. But when we're going to find out in day 2 what Meredith was going to choose.
Right.
Yeah, and that was her problem at the end of day 1, right?
Yeah, she had no idea from all this cool old stuff, what will she choose? We'll get to that now. We see that she says, "I think I just found my favorite thing. Look at this beautiful typewriter."
Wow, 所以 Meredith 说，我找到我最爱的，你看到这台漂亮的打字机。
Yeah, that's kind of those things that go, you type and it goes ding, and you push it back in and you take the paper out. Kind of fun, not all that practical. But Tom says, it's perfect for you. You love to write stories.
所以 stories 我们来看一下。Story 就是故事的意思。那如果说故事，我们动词会用 tell 或者是 read。譬如说 to tell a story or to read a story。所以你可以造一个句子 ：My parents always read me a story before I go to bed。那说故事的人呢，就是 a storyteller。那大家如果喜欢看电影呢，你们也可能会注意到片头会写改编自真实故事，那其实就是 based on a true story， 也常常见。那么 story 也可以当楼层的意思哦，譬如说这是一栋10层楼的建筑物，你可以说 this is a 10-story building。那也可以当谎话的意思。For instance, I don't trust him. He is a man full of stories. 那课文的例句是Gia tells her son wonderful stories about dragons and kings. Gia 给她的儿子呢说很多有关于龙跟国王的神奇故事。
So, like Meredith, I also like to write stories. The last couple I wrote were about pirates, but I have other stories you can find if you search for me on Amazon.
Oh, wow, really? Wow,
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna go search for it.
Cool.
So would you use a typewriter?
I did when I was a kid, but it's much easier to use a computer because if you make a mistake, you just go, okay, backspace, backspace. A typewriter, you have to be like, oh no, okay, go over that letter or find some whiteout. I did use one when I was young. It was so painful. I now see there are kind of modern typewriters that correct this, but really, I think you only use them if you want to show off to other people. So, anyway, that's what she sees. She sees this cool typewriter.
So do you think she'll get it?
Well, Meredith says, I'm buying this one, or I'm buying this right now.
哇，真的要买了，所以 Meredith 找到她 she found what she loves, and she's gonna buy it.
Exactly. Yep, she has made her choice, or she has chosen to use that word power from day one. So she's happy, she's got her typewriter, and that's the end of the article. So we'll go to today's review time activity.
Review time.
So today we're going to play furniture or appliance.
Wow.
In this rather simple learning game, I've written a few things on bits of paper in a hat. We'll take a look at the words and say, are these things furniture or are these things appliances? And by looking at the words, this will help you understand those two words from our article.
Okay.
You want to see what we've got first?
I'll go first. Pee-pee. Let's see what it is.
It's a dresser.
A dresser.
So this is the thing that you would maybe have in your bedroom with mirrors and a few drawers where you do your hair, makeup, clothes, and so on.
That's a piece of furniture.
Yeah, I would say that's a piece of furniture. It's kind of something you sit on, but you don't like press buttons or anything to make it work or do a particular job. Okay, I have something that's in a dresser, a mirror.
Oh, a mirror?
Yeah, suppose you could have a mirror in your bathroom or a long mirror that's in one room.
But there are actually some electrical ones, you know.
Electric mirrors?
Yeah.
To do what do they do? Like light up or... Okay, so...
Yeah, so do you count that as an appliance?
Oh, I'd say if it's just a normal big mirror that doesn't do anything, it's furniture. Maybe if it lights up or something, you could say it's an appliance. Okay. So maybe a bit of both.
And I'm gonna go...
Furniture or appliance? A fridge.
A fridge. A refrigerator. A fridge. It's a piece of furniture. No. It's an appliance because... I'm sorry.
It's a difficult, like mirror. Fridges are big, right?
Yeah,
they're huge things. So they almost feel like furniture. But
a little bit.
It's doing a job. It's keeping things cool. It's making ice. Maybe it's got a water dispenser. So it is kind of an appliance. So,
yeah, it's an appliance.
I would say, would you find a fridge in IKEA? Probably not, right? No, I don't think so. Maybe they have them, but I think it's... So this isn't going to be my rule. If you can get it in IKEA, it's probably furniture.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to like Carrefour in the downstairs level,
it could be both.
It's maybe an appliance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have furniture
like
too.
a rice cooker or
That's
anything
an appliance,
like that. Yeah.
Yes. And what about my next pick? A file cabinet. So this is where you put all your files or stored documents or things like that. That's definitely furniture, although probably something you would have in an office rather than in your home. Okay, we'll maybe do a couple more.
I'm gonna follow your rule.
Furniture or appliance?
Armchair is a piece of furniture.
Yes, an armchair is definitely furniture. An armchair is the kind of chair which actually has arms rather than no arms.
You can put your
an armchair is what you'd have at home, not just like an office chair or a study chair. Okay, and I have one that came up today, an iron. Okay.
I use it every day. It's an appliance.
It is an appliance. You use it to keep your clothes nice and smooth and flat. Okay, there were some more words in there, but you can look up online to see some more examples of furniture or appliances. That's all we've got time for today. Thanks for watching. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
I'm Chickling.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Picture Dictionary.
Flea market. Vacuum tube radio. Boombox. Vinyl record. Gramophone. Wind-up music box. Cassette tape. Instant camera. VHS player. Videotape. Rotary phone. Typewriter. Antique. Grandfather clock. Finding wonderful old items at a flea market. Warm-up question. What kind of old treasure would you like to buy? Why do you like it?
Tom and Meredith see a shop at the end of the line of shops.
Hey, this is an antique shop. There's even more stuff in here.
There's a really tall grandfather clock. There are also wind-up music boxes.
The furniture in here is at least 100 years old. Do you see these black and white photos?
Those are beautiful. I also found these old appliances. There's a coffee pot, a clothes iron, and a popcorn machine.
I think I just found my favorite thing. Look at this beautiful typewriter.
It's perfect for you. You love to write stories.
I'm buying this right now.
Word power. Line. Line. We saw a line of trees at the front of the garden. We saw a line of trees at the front of the garden. Tall. Tall. This house is so tall. It must have 8 floors. This house is so tall. It must have 8 floors. Furniture. Furniture. The only furniture in Ben's house is his bed, a table, and a chair. The only furniture in Ben's house is his bed, a table, and a chair. Story. Story. Gia tells her son wonderful stories about dragons and kings. Gia tells her son wonderful stories about dragons and kings.
认识字汇
Stuff. Stuff. Appliance. Appliance.